Singapore and Indonesia are exploring new areas of cooperation in food and energy security as the leaders of both countries begin a new chapter in improving bilateral cooperation. Now, speaking to the media at the end of his introductory visit to Indonesia, Prime Minister Lawrence Wong says he looks forward to working with Indonesia to take the relationship to greater heights. Saifulbahri Ismail reports.
Singapore's Prime Minister Lawrence Wong is the first foreign leader to make an official visit to Indonesia after President Prabowo Subianto was sworn in on 20th October. He received a ceremonial welcome at the Merdeka Palace. Mr. Wong said he had a productive conversation with Mr. Prabowo and discussed new and exciting opportunities for collaboration in the coming years.
Both President Prabowo and I are leaders starting out in our new roles, but we have both benefited from the work of our predecessors. They have helped to lay a very strong foundation in bringing our two countries close together. And we have also, through their leadership, been able to resolve long-standing issues and resolve them in a way of mutual cooperation and mutual benefit. So as new leaders now, both of us are able to write a new chapter in our bilateral ties and take the relationship to even greater heights.
Singapore and Indonesia were able to resolve outstanding issues previously related to airspace management, extradition and defense. Mr. Wong added that both countries want to move beyond the Defense Cooperation Agreement to see how the two militaries can forge an even closer partnership on the security front. This is the fourth time Mr. Wong has met Mr. Prabowo this year. In April, both men met at the annual Leaders Retreat in Bogor, West Java. 2 months later, Mr. Wong met Mr. Prabowo again during the Shangri-La Dialogue in Singapore. More recently, last month, both leaders held talks when Mr. Wong attended Mr. Prabowo's inauguration. Their interactions so far have been described as warm. Mr. Wong stressed that the Indonesia-Singapore relationship is one that is built on a very strong foundation of friendship. In his remarks, Mr. Prabowo also reaffirmed the close ties between the two countries.
Singapura adalah salah satu tetangga terdekat dan mitra yang sangat penting bagi Indonesia. Kita memiliki kerjasama yang baik secara bilateral dan juga dalam kerangka ASEAN. Kita memiliki pandangan yang sejalan dalam banyak isu, khususnya untuk memastikan perdamaian, stabilitas, dan kemakmuran di kawasan.
Mr. Wong also noted Indonesia's interest to join the BRICS group of major emerging economies. Current members include Brazil, China, Egypt, Ethiopia, India, Iran, Russia, South Africa, and the United Arab Emirates. Mr. Wong stressed that Singapore and Indonesia share very similar perspectives where foreign policy is concerned.
And importantly, for both Indonesia and Singapore, we also see the paramount importance of ASEAN. So there may be different groupings out there, can be BRICS, can be APEC, can be G20, whatever it is, but the most important grouping for both Indonesia and Singapore is ASEAN, because this is our region, and we want, therefore, to continue to find ways to strengthen ASEAN integration and make ASEAN stronger and more united.
In Jakarta, Mr. Wong also met with Vice President Gibran Rakabuming Raka to understand more about the domestic priorities in Indonesia. Mr. Wong added that he looks forward to welcoming Mr. Prabowo and his team to Singapore for the annual Leaders Retreat, which Singapore will host next year. Saifulbahri Ismail, CNA, Jakarta.